Welcome to Momentum IS. This is Jyoti. Today I am going to present a very significant topic of history, which is role of women Bhakti saints. हम मेल भक्ति सेंट्स के बारे में हमने काफ़ी पढ़ा हुआ है, सुना भी हुआ है, जैसे कबीर जी के दोहे जो हम स्कूल डेज से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं, गुरु नानक जी का एक ओंकार कंसेप्ट जो डेली यूज़ में हम अप्लाई भी करते हैं, अद्वैता वेदांता ऑफ आदि शंकराचार्य, विशिष्टि अद्वैता ऑफ रामानुजन. सो दीज एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ द मेल भक्ति सेंट्स हमें वाइडली नोन है. बट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द फीमेल भक्ति सेंट्स वी कैन नॉट गो बियॉन्ड मीराबाई. तो मीराबाई से आगे हमें पता नहीं है. तो आज का मोटो सेशन का यही है कि हम एनहेंस करें अपना नॉलेज रिगार्डिंग दी फीमेल भक्ति सेंट्स एंड उनकी ग्लोरियस अचीवमेंट्स को देखें. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, कोई सी भी हिस्ट्री के टॉपिक को करने से पहले फर्स्ट वी लुक इनटू द हिस्टोरियोग्राफी. हमें कहाँ से पता चलता है रिगार्डिंग अ पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक. सो रिगार्डिंग द फीमेल भक्ति सेंट्स हमें सोर्सेज है हमारे पास इज़ द ओरल ट्रेडिशन. जब हम मीराबाई के बारे में देखते हैं तो गुजरात राजस्थान के रीजन अभी भी उनकी लाइफ के बारे में बातें करते हैं. अनदर सोर्स इज़ द हाइम्स. सो जो फीमेल भक्ति सेंट्स हैं दे कंपोज द हाइम्स इन प्रेज ऑफ देयर डाइटी. अनदर सोर्स इज लिटरेरी रेफरेंसेस. फॉर इंस्टेंस नलाईरा दिव्या प्रबंधम जो श्री वैष्णवा ट्रेडिशन की बुक है, तो वो इन्फॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करता है फीमेल भक्ति सेंट्स के बारे में. नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट दी फीमेल भक्ति सेंट्स. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मीराबाई. सो मीराबाई जी 16th सेंचुरी की सेलिब्रेटेड भक्ति सेंट हैं. शी वॉज बॉर्न इन टू अ राजपूत फैमिली इन टू द किंगडम ऑफ मारवाड़ एंड इन प्लेस called Kudki, which is in Rajasthan. Her father's name was Ratan Singh. Ratan Singh descendant थे Rao Rathore के, and Rao Rathore was the founder of Jodhpur region. So these are the very important facts regarding Mirabai. Another aspect हम मीराबाई का देखते हैं. She was a devotee of Lord Krishna and she belonged to the Sagun form of bhakti. अब भक्ति में हम देखते हैं दो फॉर्म्स होती हैं, निर्गुण एंड सगुण. निर्गुण इज द वर्शिप ऑफ गॉड विदाउट एट्रीब्यूट्स. सगुण इज वर्शिप ऑफ गॉड विद एट्रीब्यूट्स. तो मीराबाई बिलोंग टू द लैटर कैटेगरी. विद द एट्रीब्यूट्स मीन्स हम गॉड की वर्शिप करते हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सम पर्सोनिफाइड फॉर्म और इन फॉर्म ऑफ सम स्टेच्यूज. एंड जब हम मीराबाई के बारे में देखें, चाइल्डहुड स्टोरी से के बारे में इज़ रिलेटेड टू कि जब हम मीराबाई के बारे में देखें कि हाउ शी एंटर्ड इनटू द ट्रेडिशन ऑफ भक्ति, सो इट इज़ लिंक टू हर चाइल्डहुड स्टोरी. एक बार क्या हुआ, ये काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट है. एक साधु जी उनके घर पर आए एंड ही गेव हर अ स्टैच्यू ऑफ लॉर्ड कृष्णा. सो शी इमीडिएटली लव दैट स्टैच्यू एंड कंसिडर्ड लॉर्ड कृष्णा एज हर लाइफ लॉन्ग फ्रेंड, husband as well as her lover. Another childhood instance related to Mirabai ji is she went to a wedding ceremony and there she asked her mother ki mother, where is my husband? Her mother replied, you already have your husband, Lord Krishna is your husband. So ये जो instances है ये deeply impact करा मीराबाई को and she started immersing herself into the bhakti of Lord Krishna. So moving further, so she started composing hymns known as bhajans in praise of her beloved Shri Krishna, and some very significant bhajans are like Aisi Lagi Lagan, Mere To Girdhar Gopal. Moving forward regarding the life of Mirabai ji, we get to know that she married to Prince Bhojraj and he was the Rana of Mewar, एल्डर सन ऑफ राणा सांगा. अब यहाँ पर राणा सांगा हिस्ट्री के लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है बिकॉज ही फॉट अगेंस्ट बाबर इन 1527 AD इन द बैटल ऑफ खानवा एंड दैट बैटल वॉज अ टर्निंग पॉइंट विच लेड द फाउंडेशन ऑफ द मुगल एम्पायर. सो यहाँ पर मैंने मेंशन इसलिए करा राणा सांगा का क्योंकि जब भी हम हिस्ट्री पढ़ते हैं वी कैन नॉट लर्न हिस्ट्री इन आइसोलेशन ऑफ एनी अदर आस्पेक्ट्स. जो भी आस्पेक्ट्स है वी कैन कनेक्ट देम. सो ऐसे ही हिस्ट्री इंटरेस्टिंग बनती है लाइक थ्रू कनेक्टिंग द डॉट्स. मूविंग फर्दर रिगार्डिंग द लाइफ ऑफ मीराबाई जी, व्हेन शी गॉट मैरिड शी डिक्लाइंड टू एक्सेप्ट द ड्यूटी ऑफ अ मैरिड वुमेन and instead she donned the costume of a widower, which is the white color, और कुछ बोलते हैं कि वो कॉस्ट्यूम ऑफ अ रिनंसिएटर पहनने लगी विच इज़ इन सैफरन कलर. सो यहाँ पे कुछ थोड़ा डिस्प्यूटेड है. एंड लास्टली विल लुक इनटू द लेगेसी ऑफ मीराबाई. लेगेसी देखते हैं मीराबाई की, तो अभी भी हाइम्स जो मीराबाई ने कंपोज करे हैं फॉर हर बिलवड, these hymns are still sung in regions like Gujarat and Rajasthan, and most specifically these hymns are sung amongst the lower varnas. So ये आस्पेक्ट मीराबाई का दिखाता है कि बहुत लिबरल आस्पेक्ट है. वो एक इनइक्वालिटी पे बिलीव नहीं करती थी बेस्ड ऑन द कास्ट डिस्पाइट बीइंग बॉर्न इन अ हाई कास्ट. सो दिस इज़ ऑल अबाउट मीराबाई जी. We'll move on to another Bhakti saint, which is अंडल. So अंडल को हम कोठाई, नाचियार और गोदा देवी के नाम से भी जानते हैं. And most important dimension to be covered under the अंडल is she is the only female अलवर saint. हम देखते हैं अलवर क्या होता है. हम जब साउथ इंडियन भक्ति के बारे में देखते हैं, there are two sects, Alvar and Nayanar. Alvar are those saints which worship Lord Vishnu, and Nayanar are those saints which worship Lord Shiva. So Alvars are basically total होते हैं 12. So out of the 12, only one female Alvar is there. So which is Andal. अब अंडल को फीमेल इनकारनेशन ऑफ गॉडेस भूदेवी भी बोला गया है. एंड अगेन व्हेन वी लुक इनटू द आस्पेक्ट कि हाउ अंडल एंटर इनटू द ट्रेडिशन ऑफ भक्ति, सो यहाँ पर भी काफ़ी एक इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी है अंडल के बारे में. सो एक श्री वैष्णवा सेंट थे विष्णु चीता. सो ही फाउंड अंडल इन हर गार्डन नियर द तुलसी बुश. तो उनको अंडल मिली वहाँ पर. सो शी अडॉप्टेड हर एंड नेम्ड हर गुदाई विच इज़ गिफ्ट ऑफ मदर अर्थ. सो फ्रॉम हर अडॉप्टेड फादर शी लर्नड द ट्रेडिशन ऑफ अलवर भक्ति एंड स्टार्टिंग हर जर्नी ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी. अब हम देखेंगे अंडल लाइक मीराबाई शी इंक्लाइंड टूवर्ड्स द भक्ति ऑफ गॉड Ranganath. So God Ranganath was the form of Lord Vishnu. Even she denied to marry anyone except this God. So there are certain interesting episodes of the life of Andal, which one of them is the garlanding episode. अब क्या होता था कि जब Andal now she became the adopted daughter of Saint विष्णु चीता. अब जो गार्लैंड होती थी जो लॉर्ड रंगनाथ पर को एडॉन करते थे जिससे, सो अंडल एवरी डे फर्स्ट एडॉन दैट गार्लैंड टू हर सेल्फ. ठीक है. एंड इन दिस वे शी थॉट हर सेल्फ टू बी द ब्राइड ऑफ लॉर्ड रंगनाथ. सो दिस इज द गार्लैंडिंग एपिसोड. Another important interesting episode from the Andal's life is the dream episode. Before that episode, I would like to discuss one common aspect regarding the all Bhakti saints, which is कि एक कुछ mystical episodes या फिर mystical experiences they all witnessed, which paved the way for entry into the Bhakti tradition. Unlike men, जिनके लिए entering into the tradition was much easier, and women they have to prove their worth. They have to prove their worth, then only they can enter into the traditions of bhakti. So such instances of mystical, which are in mystical nature, so they help the women for their entry into the bhakti tradition. So one such instance related to the life of Andal is dream episode. अब ड्रीम एपिसोड में क्या हुआ, विष्णु चीता हु वॉज द अडॉप्टेड फादर ऑफ अंडल, अब एक दिन उनके सपने में लॉर्ड रंगनाथ आए एंड ही टोल्ड हिम कि यू स्टार्ट preparing for the marriage of Andal with me. So he started preparing for the marriage, and the next day the marriage was held, and it is said to be that Andal merged with the Lord Ranganath. So this episode basically popularized Andal, and she became one of the Alvar saint. And achievements of Andals include two important achievements include Tirupavali and Nasiyar Tirumoli. Both these works are included in Nalayira Divya Prabandham, which is a collection of 4,000 Tamil verses, and it is a part of Sri Vaishnava tradition. Now first we'll talk about her first work. एक है तिरुपावली. तिरुपावली एक poem है which include 30 verses in which Andal imagined herself to be a cowherd girl during the incarnation of Lord Krishna. And what is this during the incarnation of Lord Krishna? अब Lord Vishnu के many incarnation थे. One of the incarnation is Lord Krishna. जब Lord Krishna का incarnation हुआ तो Andal considered herself as one of the cowherd, and it is noted in Tirupavali. Another famous work is Nasiyar Tirumoli, which include poem of 143 verses. And this reveals Andal's intense love or belongingness to Lord Vishnu. Now lastly, we'll look at the legacy of Andal. Andal was one of the prominent Alvar saint. अब उसका एक हमेशा साउथ इंडिया बहुत सारे टेम्पल में एक सेपरेट श्राइन है अंडल का, तो लोग वहाँ पे उनको वर्शिप भी करते हैं, प्लस इन देयर हाउस होल्ड रिचुअल्स राइट्स ऑफ रिलीजियस पर्पसेस, तो इन दैट अंडल का रेसिटेशन भी इंक्लूड होता है. सो दिस इज़ ऑल अबाउट अंडल. नाउ विल मूव ऑन टू दी अदर फीमेल भक्ति सेंट विच इज़ मुक्ताबाई. Now Muktabai was born in 13th century in Alandi, Maharashtra. Muktabai बोले या मुक्ता बोलिए, she was a saint of the Varkari movement. अब Varkari movement क्या था? Varkari movement वो होता है जहाँ पे लोग worship करते हैं Lord Vidhoba या विठल को, which is a local form of Lord Vishnu. And other features of Varkari movement, this is the Varkari movement. Other feature of Varkari movement is they emphasize on the moral behavior. They examine strict discipline. That is, they avoid intake of alcohol and tobacco. And which is very interesting is the adoption of Sattvic diet. What is Sattvic diet? Sattvic diet is basically simple boiled diet. And यहाँ पे हम indicate कर सकते हैं regarding Sattvic diet. The present day generation, they cannot live without pizzas and burgers. So the followings of this Varkari movement is limited in this sense, because यहाँ पे strict discipline दिख रहा है. So this is kind of similar with the Jainism. Jainism में भी extreme asceticism हम देखते हैं. Similar is the case of the Varkari movement. Moving into the life of Muktabai, we look that she was the younger sister of Dhyaneshwar, and who was the first Varkari saint. Now we'll talk about the mystical episode of Muktabai. अब क्या हुआ? There's a one dead body, so everyone was afraid of that. तो Muktabai was very young, so even इतना छोटी होने के बाद भी she was not afraid seeing her dead body. Instead, she came closer to the dead body and started chanting Vithal Vithal. Vithal Vithal is the form of the local form of Lord Vishnu. So at that very moment, the dead body gained senses and started chanting Vithal Vithal. So this very episode was a triggering point in the life of Muktabai, and she started gaining attention and was venerated by the people. And when we talk about the achievement of Muktabai, she wrote 41 abhangas. What are abhangas? Abhangas are the devotional poetry dedicated to Lord Vidhoba or Vithal. And lastly, when we talk about the legacy of Muktabai, तो उनके नाम पर temples भी constructed है, तो लोग उनका worship करते हैं. Another legacy is there's a town in Maharashtra, उसका नाम change करके from Idlabad, it was changed into Muktai Nagar to honor the saint. And lastly, her abhangas that we have discussed, 41 abhangas she wrote, her abhangas were included in the Marathi text of Bal Bharti. So this is all about Muktabai. Now moving to next, another female bhakti saint we'll discuss is Atukurimula. अतिकुरुमुला तेलुगु पोएट थी जिन्होंने तेलुगु लैंग्वेज में रामायण लिखी थी. And she was identified by her caste. She belonged to the caste of Kumar, which is the caste of potter. That's why she is known as Kumara Mulla. And she is also one of the renowned poet in the court of Krishnadeva Raya. Krishnadeva Raya was the most famous king of Vijayanagara Empire in the 16th century. Another turning point in the life of Athikurumulla is when she was endowed with the title of Kavi Ratna. अब क्या हुआ? She went into the court of Krishnadeva Raya. There the court poets throw a challenge on her, and she was asked to sing 2 melodious songs. So Athikurumulla accepted the challenge. She closed her eyes and prayed to Lord Shri Krishna, and then she started singing those melodious songs. Everyone in the court were dumbstruck. So impressed by her achievement, she was given the title of Kavi Ratna by the poets of the royal court. Now, another aspect into the life of Athikurumulla we'll discuss, and it's very important, is regarding her legacy. In this picture, you can see this is the stamp of Athikurumulla and issued by Government of India in 2017 in honor of the saint. Another achievement is Andhra Pradesh government erected a statue in Hyderabad in honor of the saint Athikurumulla. Another legacy we can see of her is the writings dedicated to her. Even one writer, S. Satyanarayan, wrote a ballad on her, which became very popular in Andhra region. And when we talk about Athikurumulla, even women associations, they used her as a symbol for women empowerment. इसका इंस्टेंस ये है, in 2006 में क्या हुआ? So women protested regarding their rights in front of the statue of Athikurumulla. So she served as the symbol of women empowerment. Another legacy of Athikurumulla is there's a movie Kathanayika Mulla, which was made about her life. Now, after Athikurumulla, we'll move on to Isaig Naniyar, and she is one of the most prominent Nayanar saint. जैसे I have talked earlier, there Tamil Bhakti में Alvar and Nayanar होते हैं, and there were 63 Nayanars which worship Lord Shiva. So Isaag Nayanar was one of the prominent Nayanar, and इसमें the most important feature regarding the life of Isaag Nayanar is her husband, who is Sadai Nayanar, and her son, who is Sundarar. Both were Nayanar saints. So there is a combination of husband, wife and son. The three of them, all the three were Nayanar saints. And when we talk about the legacy of Isaag Nayanar, here we can see she is worshipped in the South Indian temples as the goddess. Now we have over with the discussion of the women Bhakti saints. Now there is a short analysis that I would like to conduct regarding the female Bhakti saints. That although the Bhakti saints are numerous, but male Bhakti saints के बारे में हमने बहुत सुना है. Female Bhakti saints we didn't hear them much often. And अगर हमने सुना भी हुआ है तो उनका reference is even limited. तो इसका reason क्या है? तो इसका very reason is regarding the Bhakti movement itself is having the patriarchal element. यहाँ पर leadership ही male dominated होती थी. जैसे मैंने बोला है कि there are certain mystical episodes or experiences which link to the life of these Bhakti saints which triggered their entry into the Bhakti tradition. So they have to prove their worth before getting entered into as Bhaktans. So which was not the case in the males Bhakts. For them, youth and beauty were considered as burden. So उनका household responsibility होता था उनके पास as well as the Bhakt's responsibility. So when they were not even allowed to combine their household responsibility along with their bhaktin responsibilities. And even some of the women, if they respond to their call of bhakti, so they are being labeled as rebels. So this is the important element regarding the bhakti movement in context to the female participation, which is minimal. Why? Because it is having patriarchal outlook. Another aspect, now we have discussed all the details regarding the bhakti saints, and a short analysis we have conducted. Now we'll look into some questions. First we'll start with the PT question. So there is a statement, consider the following statements. Statement 1, in the Tamil Bhakti culture, since the beginning, Bhaktins were allowed to be part of the monasteries with frequent disruptions. So here जब भी कोई history का question आएगा analytical, so read the statements very carefully. In case the statement is extreme, so 90% cases में क्या होता है, extreme statements are wrong. But here what you can see is the statement is not extreme but a tweaked version of extreme. ये कैसे? Now the question, first statement is talking about Tamil Bhakti culture. Again, since the beginning of the beginning, Bhaktins were allowed to be part of the monasteries. अगर यहाँ तक होता तो ये extreme statement हो जाती, ठीक है, कि since the beginning they were allowed to be part of the monasteries. So here you can cross it as wrong, but adding this phrase कि with frequent disruption, so it is making some sense. But still, if you read this whole statement carefully, that is Tamil Bhakti culture में पहले से ही Bhaktins को allow करा हुआ था with frequent disruption. So this is making sense, but if you read this clearly, this statement is incorrect. That is why I am telling this is the tweaked version of the being extreme statement. So ये कैसे is 11th century में Ramanujan था, who was the Sri Vaishnava tradition के saint. He, because of his effective intervention, the women entry into the mutts or monasteries became possible. So starting से नहीं थे, with the intervention of Ramanujan से हो गया था. Other statement is the only female learner was Isaig Nayanar. अभी हमने Isaig Nayanar के बारे में पढ़ा कि she was the famous Nayanar saint. अब ये statement भी incorrect है. Why? I'll discuss it in few seconds. So इस ऐसे करते हुए only the this option D is correct. That is, none of the statement is correct. अब further analysis of this is this कि Q second statement was incorrect. जब हम देखें अलवर के बारे में we have discussed, only one female Bhaktin was there. Or when we talk about Nayanar, there are 3, ठीक है, only 3 out of 63. Out of 63, only 3 female Bhaktins were there. And who were those 3? Isaig Nayanar, which we have discussed. The others are Karaikal Ammaiyar, and the other one Pandyan Queen Mangya Yarkar CR. So these are the 3 Nayanar Bhaktins. So यहाँ पर हम आप खुद ही देख सकते हो, there is a ratio is 1:11 का ratio. When you talk about male or female participation, here you can say the ratio is 3:60, female and male का, female and male, female and male, here the ratio. So the leadership is largely male dominated. So एक और question लेते हैं from the main's perspective. So this is kind of a simple question. Discuss the contribution of female Bhakti saints. So introduce it with Bhakti movement as a syncretic movement which established direct contact between God and devotee. So this is the introduction. The body may write the contribution of female Bhakti saints जो हमने अभी discuss करा है. Apart from that, अभी question ये बहुत ही simple है, सो सिंपल क्वेश्चन को अटेम्प्ट करना इज़ मच डिफ़िकल्ट बिकॉज यहाँ पे हमें क्वालिटी आंसर लिखना होता है. So how you can improve your quality is do include the unique elements that we have discussed, like Mirabai's caste equality, like Andal only female allure, like Atukuri Malla's Kavi Ratna title. So include those unique elements. Apart from that, other value addition point which will fetch you more marks is write about the defects in the Bhakti movement, which was it was having the patriarchal outlook. अगर 10 मार्कर हुआ है तो conclude with this challenge in the Bhakti movement. अगर 15 मार्कर है do include this challenge of Bhakti movement in a small paragraph within the body itself. अगर and in 50 marker conclude very simply that the Bhakti movement का जो contribution था by the female saints was significant and it was no less than their male counterpart. So this is all about women Bhakti saints. Thank you.